Hey Cancer, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net, here for your May 2016 monthly tarot reading. I'm using the Steampunk Tarot today. Some cards, while I was waiting for another video to upload, I was thinking about you guys and shuffling, and the Page of Wands and Seven of Wands have already popped out. Maybe some fire energy for you this month of May. Whoops. And the Hanged Man. So maybe you have a lot of passion and energy, but things are not happening as fast as you would like. So the Page of Wands is kind of about if you're really fired up about something, passionate about something or someone, is sort of expressing your passion, like trying to communicate your passion to someone else. Whereas when you get up to the King and Queen, they're more about getting people sort of excited inside themselves instead of sort of trying to project, or I don't want to say force, but get people to agree with how their passion is right, or they're excited about it. It's kind of a subtle difference. I'm not sure I explained that right. All right, let's see if any other cards come out, or if I have to just cut the deck. Seven of Wands is about defending yourself without being defensive. So just the facts, ma'am. Just clearly stating your position without allowing them to defend you. And she has the higher ground here, so you're not wrong. And it could just be opinions, so you can't necessarily. We often do, but you have to be careful saying other people's opinions are wrong, especially if it's something that isn't, black and white, like math or something. All right, I'm just going to pull some. So Page of Swords, more communication. The Wish card, the Nine of Cups. Two of Pentacles. You may have a little bit going on. We have the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. The Moon and Cancer. It's a Cancer song. And the Six of Cups. Yeah, so underlying it is the Ace of Wands, this fiery energy, this new beginning, this spark of passion, of desire, of motivation, of creativity is sort of underlying this whole reading. So something going into May, you do have a strong desire for something, to start something new, a new idea. Something's kind of burning inside you in some area of your life. And it's strong enough that, you want to communicate it to other people. You want to defend why it's a good idea, why other people should be passionate about it. And you're out there talking about it. Now, I think things probably are not going to come, the action behind, the Wands cards are often cards of where you want to take action on this, something you're passionate about. So the Hanged Man here says that, and since it's mirroring the Seven of Wands, that this may not be happening, this may not be catching on, this fire may not be catching on, spreading, taking hold as quickly or as with much energy as you would like it to. So you feel a little bit stuck, and it's a little bit frustrating because of that. So we have the Moon over here. You're a little bit emotionally confused as to why other people aren't getting it, aren't seeing your passion, aren't as excited as you are. And you do have a lot going on. The Two of Pentacles is there. So you maybe feel like you are trying to keep a lot of balls in the air, waiting for other people to sort of get on board. But this may be a perfect opportunity to really think about things and make some adjustments. Maybe try to look at things from a different perspective, because perhaps if you can just shift your thinking ever so slightly, and we do have some swords cards on the table, you may be able to communicate things, articulate this thing you're passionate about in a little bit different way, present it in a different way, where people will be more accepting and open to it. So it may just take a little bit of adjustment, and taking this time, instead of being like, why aren't people getting it? Like being stuck in sort of the negative side of the moon with this confusion is, I don't understand why people aren't getting it, and feeling like you're like juggling a lot and having to keep a lot of balls up in the air while you're waiting for other people to come around. Maybe just a simple shift in perspective and how you're communicating things is going to have a good impact. And so try to use any time where you feel like you're sort of waiting around or stuck to the best advantage. I mean, in the middle of the spread, you have the wish card. So there is something, a wish of yours is being fulfilled. I think some of the frustration I'm feeling in the spread is it may not be exactly the way you envisioned it. So if you can try to let go of some of your wish having to come true exactly in the way you envisioned it, and sort of open your mind a little bit to how it may come to fruition, I think the happier you're going to be. And sometimes small changes can have a big impact on how things turn out. And it can be better, even better than what you envisioned in the first place. You know, we do have the King of Swords. So he's very, there may be some people that need to not just feel your passion about it and defend your position, but may need to defend your position, not be defensive, defend your position with some facts and figures. And that may help to get people to turn around, because they may just need to have it quantified instead of just, some people's brains just, they may not be, maybe you're more of a visual thinker and they need more concrete facts. They may need to see a spreadsheet. They may need to see a model, 3D model of something, or, um, everyone learns in a different way. So trying to have a broad perspective, and when you're presenting something, sort of think of all the different ways it can be presented so that it can appeal to the most amount of people and the way they learn or see things. And then you have the Six of Cups, which is a sweet card. It's a card, can be a card of nostalgia, but it can be a card of the simple pleasures in life. So try to strip things down to the most simple, basic elements, and maybe start small. Maybe you maybe this new idea that you're playing with or wanting to communicate, you're trying to do sort of everything all at once, incorporate everything into once, perhaps stripping down to sort of a more basic version or an idea and starting there, and then going, I mean, it's kind of like starting, sometimes people, this is kind of a start a garden. We'll use that as an example. And they're like, they like want to do their whole yard and do trees, and it's easy to get burnt out, and people are just like, that's going to cost too much money, and their eyes sort of glaze over because it's just like way too much and way too overwhelming, that they can't imagine being able to accomplish all of that. So if you can show them the big picture, so they can sort of see the overall vision, but then say, okay, let's start with this garden bed here. Let's start with our vegetable garden. I know it's kind of a silly example, but that's what's coming to mind. Um, But that way, it might be broken down to more digestible parts. You can still show your whole vision, but people are going to be able to maybe accept it if, okay, now this is going to be phase one, and it's going to feel more manageable and not so overwhelming to them. Yeah, that was kind of a specific reading. So look for, certain areas in your life where you're trying to enact change and, look at how you're presenting it, how you're going about it, and see if there are ways you can sort of adjust things to make it more palpable palatable? That's not the right word. You know what I'm saying? For people that they're able to accept it without getting overwhelmed or instantly feeling like, oh, there's no way we can do that, it's too much, and you may have some better results. But something in this does hold a dream of yours, and that's why you may be very passionate about it, because it is something you have a strong desire for. So it's hard to, just because you have to relax a little bit here and there and compromise doesn't mean you're giving up on your dream, and it could just turn out to be even the finished product be even better than your initial thought. So thanks for watching, Cancer. I hope you have a really great May, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.